Bitdefender versus Norton versus McAfee. Haha, it's a strong bunch of best antivirus for Windows 11 options, but you don't need 3 AVs at once, do you? So I dedicated some time to testing and reviewing each option, and today I'm here to share the pros, the cons, and general advice on which antivirus to pick depending on your specific needs. Alright, let's start with a Bitdefender review. No doubt it's the antivirus I get the most comments about. Not just asking, is Bitdefender good for Windows 11, but often praising it as well. And I get it. In my eyes, there are 3 reasons for their soaring popularity. 1, it's very beginner-friendly antivirus. 2, out of all 3 best antivirus for PC picks, it probably has the best bang for your buck. And 3, this antivirus performs very well in terms of malware detection. It's steadily gaining top marks in independent testing, including the latest 100% protection rating against both 0-day and older malware. These evaluations involve hundreds if not thousands of malware samples, and although I can't run such an extensive test myself, I still decided to set up my own little experiment. This involved purposely planting 10 malicious files onto my PC, turning off real-time protection, and then running a full scan. This way, I can see how long the antivirus runs a scan for and how much system resources it uses. So during my scan, Bitdefender detected 8 out of 10 threats. The CPU usage was pretty good, averaging at around 50%. So you can still work or browse without worrying about lags or slowdowns. Now, you might be asking why I'm not freaking out about it only catching 8 of my planted files. The reason is simple. If the remaining malware so much as wiggled their butts, Bitdefender's real-time protection will catch them right away. The 100% protection rating by independent testers is solid proof of that. If testing results are enough for you to pick your antivirus, let me remind you that I always put the latest and best antivirus discount deals in the description. You can also scan this QR code to quickly access all the best antivirus deals. However, as I said before, malware detection isn't the only strong point of Bitdefender. This antivirus for Windows 11 also has very solid apps. I mean, just look, the app itself is sleek and intuitive. That's exactly why I said it's a great fit for beginners, yet at the same time, it houses some powerful security features. Take the firewall as an example. It's kinda like Border Patrol for malware, on the lookout for any suspicious activity. Sure, in a Bitdefender versus Norton matchup, this firewall doesn't seem so extensive, but not everyone needs that kind of customizability. I like the more simple approach. You can just turn it on and call it a day. I also have the webcam and microphone protection permanently turned on, and I use the system optimization tools every once in a while. These are great for a quick device cleanup, especially if your PC has gotten a bit slow. There are also some extra cybersecurity tools like a password manager and a VPN, but these cost extra. Unless you're fine with a 200 megabyte daily data limit on the VPN, no, I'm not. Come on, that runs out in minutes. Now, besides the VPN limits, Bitdefender is pretty generous. There's a free plan available, even though it's mostly just a scan without any additional protection tools. Now, this is where the premium plans really deliver. Even the cheapest option covers 3 Windows devices. For the same price, Norton protects just 1 device, while McAfee antivirus costs even more. In a Norton or McAfee versus Bitdefender comparison, Bitdefender, to me, clearly has the best value. Now, if you can spend more money on protection, I'd suggest going for the Bitdefender Total Security Plan. It protects 5 devices without being exclusive to Windows and contains the firewall feature, which is essential if you want the best possible protection. Alright, well, what about our other 2 best antivirus picks? Let's take a look at Norton for Windows 11. It's a powerful provider, no doubt, and I'd say that it's the ultimate choice for advanced users, mainly because it's super customizable. According to independent testers, Norton also has a 100% protection rating. That said, if we do a Norton versus Bitdefender or even McAfee versus Norton score comparison, you can see that Norton 360 seems to slightly struggle in the performance department. All this means is that it can slow your PC down a bit. So, of course, I ran my own test to check these claims, and I was actually very surprised by what I saw. Norton caught 8 files during the full scan, in a matter of 6 minutes. I expected to see maxed out CPU usage, but it actually stayed around 60%, only rarely ever going above that. Since the independent testing for Windows 11 took place back in April, I can only assume since then Norton has worked hard to improve their performance rating. Props to them if that's the case, and also kudos for their real-time protection feature. I actually forgot to turn it on at first, and it caught all 10 files instantly. It seems like most antiviruses prefer to work on proactive real-time protection rather than reactive scans. Alright, now let's talk about their app. Here's where I have to leave a warning for beginners. At first, the app can seem a bit confusing. A lot of features open in separate windows, and some tools seem to have endless customization options. But if you can get used to that, then it's definitely one of the best antivirus for Windows 11 options. As I mentioned before, they also have a really versatile firewall. You can adjust almost everything to your liking, so seasoned users won't be disappointed. And besides malware protection tools, based on the plan you pick, you get from 2 to 250 gigabytes of space to safely store your most important files in the cloud. There's also a free password manager and a VPN that comes with the standard or above plans, and it doesn't have a stupid data limit, so that was a relief. If you don't need advanced protection, then the basic plan is a great starting point. However, if you can invest more, higher tiered plans have better value since they have more advanced features and cover more than one device. So if you're considering Norton, I'd say it's definitely worth it, especially if the interface quirks don't seem like a huge deal to you. And just like it's very worth it to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Doesn't cost anything, and you'll get all the latest cybersecurity news and reviews. Yeah, that's a bargain. Okay, now we got one more candidate in this antivirus comparison. Is McAfee good for Windows 11? If you have a lot of devices or want interesting advanced features, then I'd say yeah. But first, let's check out how well the McAfee antivirus will protect you. In the latest Windows 11 antivirus independent testing, McAfee got top scores in all 3 categories, matching Bitdefender. In my own testing of McAfee antivirus for laptop, Windows 11 results were, well, great, catching all 10 malicious files. However, the scans took 20 minutes and it completely maxed out my CPU at times, so it's not a lightweight antivirus. A few years back, McAfee was even regarded as bloatware, but I wouldn't say that that's the case anymore. Yes, it has a lot of features within the app, but it's not needlessly stuffed. For example, I found a firewall, which can hold its ground in a McAfee versus Norton comparison, even though it's not as extensive. There's a VPN and password manager as well, and continuing the Norton versus McAfee matchup, I'd say that I actually like McAfee's version a little more. Feels a little more intuitive. Also, McAfee has some pretty interesting identity protection tools which will monitor your data for leaks and even do a full analysis of your online security. However, here's the deal. All those features don't come for cheap. Even the basic McAfee plan is much pricier than what any other antivirus for Windows 11 options ask for. And if you want more features, you'll have to shake your wallet even more. The nice thing is that advanced and premium plans offer protection for unlimited devices, but that's for one user only. Yeah, even though all the features are tempting, consider your budget first. Of course, I'll leave a discount code in the description, but even with that, this antivirus is on the more expensive side. Now, after all of this reviewing, what's the final verdict of this McAfee versus Norton versus Bitdefender matchup? Well, as I said in the beginning, it depends on your needs. For beginners, I recommend Bitdefender, which in my humble opinion also delivers the best value for your buck. Norton will serve advanced users really well, giving plenty of room for customization. Finally, McAfee will be a great fit for those who want a full cybersecurity bundle and are not afraid to spend money for it. So that's my opinion on all of this. Let me know in the comments whether you had a similar or completely different experience. And if you're still deciding which antivirus to pick, click on that box on the side. It contains all the best antivirus deals. Hey, thanks for watching. I'll see you around.